Tonight, the company behind a controversial data center project in St. Charles withdrew its application.
It comes just 24 hours before the city council was set to hold a vote. 5 on your side's Laura Barcheski is learning the company might try again. Laura?
Yeah, Mike and Kelly, I talked with an attorney for Project Cumulus who says they might come back and try this again in the same location after all of this feedback from the community. But it's already an uphill battle with growing opposition from residents and now even the mayor.
Hundreds of residents showed up to an open house to learn more about Project Cumulus, a 440-acre proposed data center last week. But even with more information, the opposition only appeared to grow, with thousands of signatures added to a petition. Tim Klein, a longtime farmer in St. Charles, says he's been watching the area for years.
The contaminated area is on the far east end of the protected area, and this was going to be developed on the far west end of the area, which is over a mile away from where the contamination was from UE and Findet corporations, and I just hope we can get this stopped down here.
And he's gotten his wish for now. The unnamed company pulled its application for diesel fuel and generators from the city council, but he's worried the industrial zoning of the area will allow Project Cumulus to try again, or even another company to set up shop there.
It's our protected water source, so we need to get together and see if we can get it rezoned back to agricultural and stop the filling on top of our water source.
After the open house, Mayor Dan Borgmeyer decided to withdraw his support. He says the non-disclosure agreement went much further than the ones they do all the time.
This one went to the point where it was just ridiculous, and they needed to step back. And there's a lot of good things about the project, but there's a lot of bad things about the project. And I think until the full scope of it's understood, and they've withdrawn. I don't know if they'll come back or not.
He also addressed the rumors that the original landowners are his cousins, which he says was brought to light by his last opponent for mayor.
I think it's the second or third. I have no idea who the people are. I'm related to just about everybody in St. Charles, the Boscherts and the Eccles and everybody else.
Attorney for Project Cumulus, Corb Maxwell, says he wants residents to know they were heard, and that's part of why they pulled the application.
It was time to reevaluate the approach that we made to the site and look at really focusing on what changes can we make to the site that may garner more support.
Are you guys looking elsewhere to do this, or are you hoping that it will still work out in this location?
I think the Project Cumulus team is always keeping our options open and looking at options all across the nation and in the Ameren service territory, but we really like this site.
They are still having tomorrow night's City Council meeting at the St. Charles Convention Center at 7 p.m. And I've heard from representatives from the project that they will be there and they will still allow people to speak on the subject, but there will no longer be that vote by the City Council.